Isaiah 22 describes the fall of Jerusalem and the appointment of a new mediator, Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah. This was a real man at the time of Hezekiah, and amazingly, archaeologists probably have discovered a bola with his name. A bola is a small piece of inscribed clay used for sealing and authenticating documents. Two identical bolae have been discovered which say, belonging to Eliakim Yehozerah, which is understood to mean belonging to Eliakim, the son of Yehozerah. This Eliakim is called the son of Yehozerah, and Eliakim of Isaiah 22, and then also mentioned elsewhere in the Bible, is called the son of Hilkiah. So why would we think that this is the same person? The connection comes from a different bola discovered which has this inscription, belonging to Yehozerah, son of Hilkiah, servant of Hezekiah. So these bolae together seem to be demonstrating a family tree of 3 generations. Eliakim was actually the son of Yehozerah, who was the son of Hilkiah. So this is a very strong case that we have archaeological proof of this Eliakim from the Bible. The Bible calls him the son of Hilkiah, which was true. That was his grandfather. But on his bola, Eliakim acknowledges his father, Yehozerah. The story here in Isaiah 22 describes a real situation. Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, took the office of Shebna, but the messianic typology is obvious and seems very intentional. In Isaiah 22, 17-19, the Lord said to Shebna, the head of David's household, "Behold, the Lord will hurl you away violently, O you strong man. He will seize firm hold on you and whirl you around and throw you like a ball into a wide land. There you shall die, and there shall be your glorious chariots, you shame of your master's house. I will thrust you from your office, and you will be pulled down from your station." Shebna is named 9 times in the Bible, and almost every time he's described as Shebna the scribe. But here he's more than just a scribe. He's the head of his master's house, that is, the king's house, the household of David. We don't really know what went wrong, but something went wrong. He brought shame on his master's house, and his demotion is recorded here in Scripture for all time. It is interesting that God records his downfall without providing the details of his crimes. This is one of the reasons I think that this story represents something bigger than just that time and that place and those people. In Isaiah 22, verses 20 through 22, God explains that a better man, Eliakim, will take Shebna's place. "In that day I will call my servant Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and I will clothe him with your robe, and will bind your sash on him, and will commit your authority to his hand. And he shall be a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and to the house of Judah, and I will place on his shoulder the key of the house of David. He shall open, and none shall shut. He shall shut, and none shall open." All of the authority and honor that had belonged to Shebna will be given to Eliakim, not the least of which is the key to the house of David. These were real men, and this prophecy is promising a real transfer of power in the house of David. However, this description of Eliakim really reads like a foreshadowing of Christ. Christ was given authority and honor and the key to the house of David. In fact, this exact language used to describe the authority of Eliakim over the house of David is used to describe Christ in Revelation 3, verse 7. "The words of the Holy One, the true One, who has the key of David, who opens and no one will shut, who shuts and no one opens." It's possible that Christ is simply recycling these words, but I think it's more likely that he's claiming these words and demonstrating that he is the true fulfillment of this prophecy. So if Eliakim is a type of Christ, then perhaps Shebna is a type of Adam. Concerning Eliakim, there's possibly an allusion to the crucifixion, Isaiah 22, verses 23 to 25. "And I will fasten him like a peg in a secure place, and he will become a throne of honor to his father's house. And they will hang on him the whole honor of his father's house, the offspring and issue, every small vessel, from cups to all the flagons." To be fastened like a peg was a figure of speech, meaning that Eliakim would be secured secured in his position, able to bear the load of the responsibility of his Father's house placed on him. In a similar way, Christ was fastened to the cross and carried the load of the entire human family. I don't know if this connection is intentional, but it could be. There's an analogy to be made, and the analogy is true, even if we're not certain that this was the intent of the original prophecy. Thanks for listening.